trumpets sound the choir's praise of a masterwork the world has awaited for a century.
The whole experience has been like being on pilgrimage, making your way to some glorious sacred space.
A flash of history, everyone from Cardinal Donald Wuerl, the Archbishop of Washington, to the day's altar server have been holding their breath for.
I'm counting down the minutes at this point.
Till this moment, the final blessing of the National Shrine's Trinity Dome. The rising incense marks the completion of America's largest Catholic church.
I just think it's exciting to be able to be one of the people who sees it for the first time, because you're not often there when something is finally created.
Faithful, like Gina from Pittsburgh, travel across the country to crane their necks and marvel at the crowning jewel in Mary's Shrine, now a finished product after the cornerstone was put in place in 1920.
I remember in 1950s when I came, when it just was completed. It was a really miraculous thing, and to see it, and I was, in high school then.
Bishop DiMarzio helped celebrate the shrine's coming of age with a crowd of 4,000 believers.
The Holy Trinity, words that a feeling with words I can't describe.
This dome mosaic is one of the largest of its kind, composed of 14 million pieces of Venetian glass and over 1,000 colors. Gleaming down from 16 stories high, the dome depicts the Trinity and nearly 20 saints that share a connection with America. It's a mosaic microcosm of the mighty church.
Everybody in the church has their own value, dignity, worth, but when we come together, we make something even more beautiful.
This modern masterpiece, blessed by Pope Francis in 2015, belongs to the entire United States.
This is their church, this is their place, and this dome really and truly is the work of the Catholics of this country.
Monsignor Walter Rossi, the church's rector, explains the funds for the completion of the Trinity Dome were raised by America's parishioners. Bishop DiMarzio tells me the Diocese of Brooklyn donated over $100,000 to the dome's completion fund. Cardinal Wuerl thanked our parishioners for making the dream first envisioned in 1920 a reality.
Oh, Michelle, it really is a masterpiece, but why did construction take so long to complete?
Well, this masterpiece take time, and secondly, the shrine hit many of the same roadblocks the country did. Construction of the upper church was paused during both the Great Depression and World War II. The church's structure was completed in 1959, but still it took decades to raise money. The rector at the shrine told me many forget the shrine is not a parish church. It is solely supported by Catholics around the nation.
All right, Michelle, thank you so much for that report.